I've asked Attorney General Pam Bondi to produce any and all pertinent grand jury testimony subject to court approval. This scam, perpetuated by the Democrats, should end right now, the president says. Pam Bondi then responding to that, saying, President Trump, we are ready to move the court tomorrow to unseal the grand jury transcripts. A lot to unpack here. Kalen Dees is here. He's with the Washington Examiner. Let's start from the beginning. Let's catch the evening audience up on everything that's happened today. What was that lengthy Truth Social post in response to? What did that bombshell Wall Street Journal report say?
Thanks for having me on, Austin. Yeah, so essentially, the Wall Street Journal report was saying that there were a number of letters that were sent to Epstein related to well wishes. I believe it was around a birthday for Epstein, and it was, including Trump as one of the people that was sending these messages out to Epstein. And Trump immediately, from the gate, said that this is fake stuff. This isn't something that I would have signed on to. There's plenty of speculation out there about, people, coming to his defense saying, was it just something that he signed, things like that. But obviously, it's not a good look if it looks like, the president before, when he wasn't the president, was sending these well wishes, even though we all know that Donald Trump disavowed Epstein eventually, whenever he began to have some ill feelings about him. So, yes, it's not a good look amid this talk, especially whenever we're seeing a lack of transparency from an administration that has vowed to release more files from the Epstein case for months and months, and to get that two-page memo last week that said they're essentially done with the investigation and release of information. It's not necessarily a good look, although we see now that the president is going to file a lawsuit, or says he's going to file a lawsuit. So that's where it takes us now.
He is going to file a lawsuit against LiveNow's parent company, I should mention. This is what Attorney General Pam Bondi is saying. President Trump, we are ready to move the court tomorrow to unseal the grand jury transcripts. Do we have any clarity, Kaylin, as to where this is headed? What could come of this?
Yeah, so it's a great question, because if you go online right now, you're seeing a lot of people, a lot of influencers saying that this is Pam Bondi's move to release more Epstein files, which in effect, if you're reading the tweet as it stands, it looks like she's moving to release more files. But the question that really should pop out to everyone is, what exactly can they do to compel a court to do this? As we saw from Trump's post, he gave a lot of deference to the courts if they're willing and able to release some of these grand jury transcripts or testimony, as he put it. So the real question is, we haven't seen the DOJ yet make a filing or a move to release some of these grand jury filings. It's not even clear. They didn't specify what case this is, although the assumption is that it's the closed criminal case for Jeffrey Epstein, closed after his death, as it was never able to go to a trial. So we're assuming that it's coming from something related to that case. But the real thing that is perplexing is that this is something that the DOJ could have done a long time ago if it wanted to. They could have already begun this process. So it's almost giving off the impression that this is something that they're just now deciding to do, even after they released the memo and made it seem like that they were done releasing information for now. So it's quite perplexing from that standpoint.